Hello YouTube, this is Oil with Savior Hotel. I'm here to show you a tutorial for how to do posters in black. I'm going to show you how to do this for both Detro and Tanji. This is only possible on R63b hotels, and we're going to be demonstrating this on Savior Hotel, as usual. If you're not already, make sure you go sign up today on SaviorHotel.com. It is a scripter's paradise where scripting doesn't get your ass banned. So we got Detro running and our packet logger open. I've already customized it to pause client. So we're going to connect Detro and enter Savior. If you're not familiar with this process already, just quit scripting now. It's pretty obvious. And let that load, and we're going to come over to a room. Alright, so you'll see in here, I don't actually have any posters yet. I did make sure I went ahead and bought some. So I intentionally did that because I wanted to clarify. I've seen a lot of people try to just take it from their hand and place it, and then come over here and try to grab that packet into it, and then they wonder why it doesn't work. Well, because that's not the movement packet, that's a place packet. So the only way that would work is if you placed it, grabbed that packet, picked it back up, modified the packet, and sent it, and we're not trying to do all that. So make sure anything that you want to be put into the black, make sure it's already in the room, on the walls, because you're just going to move them. So we're just going to go ahead and grab this one and move it up here to the very top right. And yeah, I'm normally pretty good about clearing my packet log, but today I don't care. I know what I'm looking for. So, well, you know what? Just for the sake of clarity, we'll clear it for you guys. I'll move it again, and there it is. So that's the packet that we're looking for, just to avoid any confusions. And we'll come place that over here. So what we're actually looking for is this information right here. Pretty much everything else is useless. We don't really need to worry about that stuff. What we need is this, the coordinate data and the rotation. So this is your actual XY axis, like bigger movements, and this is going to be finer movements along that axis. So what we're going to do, and I want to make sure and clarify, so if you have like a 10 here, you can modify that 10, anything from 10 through 99, 2 digits or more, or 2 digits, but then like this 4 can only be modified 1 through 9. So you can't make that 4 into a 10, and you can't make that 10 into a 4. You can only replace, you cannot add or subtract. So that 10, we're going to go ahead and, what we'll do is we want to focus on this first one, the first 2 coordinates here, initially. And you just gotta kind of guess at it and trial and error with it. So I changed that 10 to a 12 in the R2 and L, and we're gonna send that to server. And there you go, you can see it's out here in the black. And we can refine that even further. If we wanted to, say we didn't like it like that, we'll erase that 12 and see, we make it a 1. See, it kind of goes way up there. I don't really like that, so we'll put it back to 12, and we'll maybe change the 4 to a 5 and send that. That's a little better, but I still don't quite like it, so what we'll do, change that to a 9. You can see the very minor difference there. Just to show you what happens, you see, this is, you want to make small changes at a time. Really, yeah. But anyway, so we'll put that back. It was like 723, I believe. And if you ever die, you just come back over here. Yeah, 723. Server. And there was a reason for that. The reason I told you to try to make sure you place them all in the same spot is so that when you do it, they all get that same secondary coordinate. I don't really know what to call it. You get two coordinates, a width and a length, I guess. And we just want to make sure that the length, the L, that they're always that same one, or they won't line up properly. Let's change R to an L. 12. And so we did 12.4 last time. And so I'll show you, if we just leave it at 12.4. Uh-oh, where did I mess up? That's why it's very important, guys. Make sure you remove any extra characters, because, yeah, now I gotta go reconnect. No big deal, really. But yeah, so let's reconnect real quick. So again, guys, that's actually, I'm glad that happened, because I wanted to, that shows, you gotta make sure you're checking your packet structures. You don't want any extra or unnecessary characters in your packets, because it will error you out. But anyway, so yeah, put that there. Come back over here, and since we removed that, we should be able to send a server successfully. Alright, so that must have been a 5 and a 4. So we'll make this 6. Send server, don't like it. 7, send server, bit too much. What happens when we do that? Yeah, don't really like it. Anyway, you get the gist of it. And it's a trial and error process. You just got to kind of learn them. But that gives you kind of the essentials. So now I'm going to show you, that's how you do it for Detro. It's really the exact same for Tanji, but just so you can see it being done in the actual Tanji environment. I'll go ahead and bring up my Tanji and show you in that. And so I've gone ahead and got my Tanji up and running. And as usual, we'll just hit connect and enter the hotel. Get that resized. And here we go. Interesting, it didn't give me that error. I'm okay with that. Alright. So again, we just come back here to our room with the flags already in it, and move one of the flags. Sorry, I should clear my log. Move the flag. Get the packet. Come over here and put it in our packet checker. Remove all the bullshit characters. Change the R to an L. 10 to a 12, 4, what did we put, 6 last time, right? So we'll try an 8. And let's make sure you guys can see this by changing our focus. I'm going to send a server. Yeah, sorry. Again, I'm not used to the new Tanji. You gotta make sure, this is just to check it, so you come in here and you see where it says corrupted equals false, but if I put a space, it is corrupted equals true. That's all that this whole area up here is for. It's just to tell you if your packet is a valid packet or not. And it's good for making changes and stuff, but you want to put the finished packet down here and send a server. And there you go. I'll show you that one more time with another one, just for good measure. All about being able to identify your packets, guys. That's really it. And if you want to see, there's basically the exact same packet. And so as you can see, really the only difference is the furniture ID. We can see the furniture ID right here. But anyway, we'll go ahead and move that first one because we're done with it. We're working on this one. Change that to an L. Now, this one was an 8. The next step would be a 10, technically, which we cannot do. So, we're just going to go ahead and kind of put a 9. And Control C, Control V, send server. Boom, there we go. So that's it, guys. That's posters in black with both Detro and Tanji. It's really a very simple thing to do. It's just a matter of playing with it and learning the coordinates and everything. And you don't have to change the R to an L. Like you can leave it like that if you want. It just doesn't look quite as cool in my opinion. But yeah, so play with it. Get used to it. Familiarize yourself with it, and just experiment. So yeah, this has been Oil with Savior Hotel, a scripter's paradise in partnership with Darkbox.nl. I hope you enjoyed.